train review. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my reviews where we review Railworks DLC that's not on the Steam store page. Now today it's gonna be a little different because today I'm gonna be reviewing 3 locomotives in a row that all kinda look the same. The UP 9000, 9001, and 9002, or it's 9001, 9002, 9003, out of the MSTS conversion pack. So I'll just pull up the 9000 here and then we'll get started with this long review. And here's the first one, the UP 9000. Now, first off, in terms of the actual model and texturing, yeah, it's actually a little bit of an improvement from this pack. Although some things do need to be slightly polished a little. But hey, look at these men. They're actually 3D and moving. Although I think this could use a little work. But yeah, this is actually pretty good for this MSTS conversion pack. Now for the light test. Not impressive. It's just there. The backlights are probably not as impressive. See? Because there's not even backlights. Also, texturing here also needs updated too. Now for the whistle test. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the whistle was actually very, very good. Although the texturing of the actual thing needs a lot of update. It's just some minor things that need updated with the overall model itself. Like that thing right there. This very specific thing. And they did a real good job in terms of the actual smoke box. As we can see here. Now for the cab test. And once again, it has the same problem that I've been seeing with most of these locomotives. Same old triggery thingy. Also, look how far apart that is. That is totally unrealistic. And just too simplistic. It needs to be more accurate. Now, for the movement test. As we can see, it starts up very, very fast. Seems a little unrealistic. I mean, it's convenient if you're making stuff like train simulator racing videos or stuff like that. But overall, I think a lot of other people would rather prefer some realistic movement. And speaking of said movement, the movement isn't actually that bad. It's very good. It's just minusculely dodgy. Okay, now for the sander test. Once again, it produces results. Although I do kind of wish that there would actually be detail in said sand. Now for the bell test. As you can see, they once again missed out on an opportunity to make the bell move. But the bell itself is pretty good in terms of sound. Now I tested this thing out on the triple header, and I don't know if it was just it pulling the 2 locomotives, or if it was all 3 of the locomotives, but they went like really fast. Like, it took them almost 5 seconds to get up to 72. Then they just stuck there, and I didn't know if that was just this locomotive itself, or all 3 of them pushing together. But, overall, I give this model an 8 out of 10. It just needs some slight fixing is all. Now, we'll move on to 9001. And here it is. the UP9001. Now, in some ways, it's kind of similar to its brother, the 9000. Ah, crap, forgot to turn on the HUD again. Sorry about that. But in many ways, it's similar to its brother, as it is also different. It basically has the same body, wheel arrangement, tender, but the differences are there. First, we're going to give it the whistle test. Oh, whistle sounded the same. What about the bell test? The bell sounded the same. Okay, so that may not be a difference. Same with the light still sucking. But, I mean, if you look at its coloring, it's very darker. Like, kind of worn out and rusted and stuff. Which to me seems, pretty good, I guess, in terms of accuracy. Because I'm pretty sure the 9001 isn't even in operation anymore, so I guess this is a resemblance of what it looked like before it was scrapped. But in most other ways, it's similar, but we shall see. Still has the same fast movement, as we see. Still has the same old sucky lights, same bell issue, same whistle, and if we look in the cab, it's almost similar except with different coloring textures, and it has the same problem that this tender is too far apart from the engine. Again, unrealistic. So yeah, in most ways, except in coloring and textures, which by the way which have most of the similar problems to the UP9000, but at the same time different. It's kind of the same. So I give this the same score as the last one, except an 8.5 out of 10. Mainly because of probably the most accurate representation of a locomotive nearing the end of its career. And now we shall pull up what is the UP9009 apparently. And here is the final one of the UP9000 bunch. The UP9009. So it's kind of similar to its brother, the 9001. Only difference being its number. Still has all the same problems. And I'm not going to repeat them, because it's basically the same for all three of them. The only difference here being it's still an accurate representation of what a locomotive looks like near the end of its working career. While this one, I'm pretty sure it's either newly built or has been rebuilt. But overall, it's still an 8.5 out of 10 for basically all the same reasons that this thing did. But what about the overall score of all three engines? All of them combined together, they get a 9 out of 10. So, good on ya. But anyway, thank you all for watching my biggest review yet, where we review 3 locomotives that were basically almost the same, the only difference being their colors. And, yeah, that was the review. Have a good day, I guess, and bye.